When you make a life-changing decision to swap careers and alter your life direction, what you need is quick validation to back up your judgment. For fledgling trainer Robyn Cottman, that confirmation arrived a little later than what she had hoped for, but it was gleefully accepted nevertheless when Seconda Vita gave her a milestone maiden city win at Belmont in June.
That Seconda Vita draws away from them, relished the step to 1400, Seconda Vita.
When you're only a small trainer, any win can make you pretty emotional, but yeah, this had a really good story behind it and a lot of emotion involved for both the owners and myself.
Cottman holds university degrees in sports science and psychology and served as a member of the West Australian Police Force for over a decade. But she always had a desire to become a thoroughbred trainer. It was the sad passing of her father that gave her the inspiration to pursue her passion.
So I've always been involved with horses, mainly sort of dressage and that sort of thing. But yeah, when Dad sort of passed away, I realised life is short, basically. You only get one chance, and I've always wanted, I think since I was about 17 or 18, I remember meeting Paul Jordan at the gym, and I always wanted to become a racehorse trainer. And so I thought, well, now's the time.
Setting out to make your mark and impact on an industry such as racing can be littered with pitfalls and obstacles. But despite the transition, nothing could deter Cottman and her love for horses.
There's a number of things that I can sort of tolerate and don't upset me, but when it comes to animals, you know, I've seen and dealt with a lot in the police force and you can sort of remove yourself from it, but when it comes to horses and animals, no, that's it. I get emotional and I can't help it.
Cottman is living out her dream, but racing can be brutal and relentless. She admits there have been challenges along the way.
It's been tough. There's, you know, obviously a lot more lows and downs in this industry than there are highs. Lots of learning curves, but it's the passion that keeps you going. That's all there is. And, you know, always wanting to do the best by your horses and get the best out of them. It just keeps driving you. 5 years after being granted her trainer's licence, Seconda Vita has given Cottman her greatest thrill in racing to date. But the brown mare's arrival to her stable arrived by chance. I sort of have to hunt for horses to come into my stable, and I saw an ad looking for a trainer, and so I phoned up the owner. Unfortunately, he'd already found somebody at that time, and then 6 months later I got quite an emotional email from him saying that they were in dire straits. Basically, they'd been going through chemo and financially struggling, and could I help them with the horse? And at that stage, I couldn't take her on. You've got to help people when you can. So I found a spot in the stable for her and said I'd take her on until they got back on their feet.
Seconda Vita means second life in Italian, and Cottman believes the name perfectly describes the mare's owners who have faced financial and emotional hardship.
She was really their sort of second chance at life too. You know, they believed in this horse so much, like they love her, absolutely love her. And so they, you know, wanted to just see somebody give her a chance.
Racing is a gambling sport, and Cottman admits she took a massive personal and professional risk, but believes if you pursue and chase down your passion, your dreams can turn into reality.
They can come true, and you know, if I can get a Saturday winner, then sort of pretty much anyone can.